Well, welcome everybody tonight in Canada and the United States. Carmen put this Zoom together. And Carmen, if you don't mind, what you're going to see tonight is two things. You're going to see a way to improve your physical health and to a drastic degree, and in a lot of different areas: better sleep, more energy, weight loss, blood sugar stabilization. If you do work out, maybe better recovery, better gut health, just an overall of the human body. And you're going to see some of the highest quality products in the world to do that with. And you're also going to see a way tonight to own your own business and build a better life for your family on a part-time basis. And it doesn't really seem like that's possible, maybe on the surface when you've been invited here for the first time. But Carmen, this is your Zoom, so would you mind kicking us off and maybe sharing your story with everybody, both physically and financially?
Thank you. Welcome everybody. Yeah, I got started with these products about in the beginning of January. And what got me started was I was just scrolling through social media and seeing some of these posts going on. But a few of my friends were sharing before and after pictures. And so, anyways, one of my girlfriends, Christy Walsh, was sharing her story. And so yeah, there she is. And yeah, so you see, well, she lost 40 pounds. And so I was watching her and I thought, wow. Anyways, I was kind of, involved in other businesses at the time. So I wasn't looking for anything, but I was definitely watching the testimonies for the products, as I found myself last summer putting on 25 pounds in a matter of 3 months as my health took a downfall. I think my whole life just caught up with me with cortisol and hormones out of whack and thyroid, everything. My body felt like lead, and it was really actually quite scary. And so I was on some other products, but nothing was happening. So anyways, I ended up getting started on these products. But with that being said, just in the last, probably it's my second month where I'm seeing a lot of change. In the beginning, I knew there was something going on with me, but it was like, I've down 12 pounds in the last
That's
three
great.
weeks, I think. It's quite incredible. And I feel like I want to say my old self, but I want to say my old younger self, because I was having a hard time getting in and out of bed and all that kind of stuff. I was in pain. So the inflammation, and all that kind of stuff is gone. And I'm just feeling better every day. My sleep is better, all of that. So that really got me excited. With that being said, I did do come to Kelowna to a meeting where I met Lucy West and Todd Rowland, and there was a few leaders there, Christy and Bob Budd, and I didn't show up for the meeting, but I showed up after the meeting because I just wanted to kind of check it out. And I walked into the end of the meeting. And when I walked in, I just recognized a lot of people I've known for a long time. And what I seen was half of them were missing for the most part, but mostly the glows and the health, like they were happy. And that's what I'll say for me too. I feel happier. I feel like my moods are not so, like that. So I took note and I thought, wow, like there's something, these people have something I definitely need. So then we moved to December, and a few of my friends were calling me. We need to find a weight loss product. Apparently, we've all had the same little issue going on here. So I said, well, I happen to be sitting on something. So, anyways, we had a little Zoom with a few of my friends, just a small group. Everybody enrolled that day because it was free enrollment, to be honest. And so we thought we'll just jump in. We had no idea what we were doing, what we were ordering. We had poor Christy. Anyways, I was still not sure about the business side of it. I knew I wanted to do the products. And so I was, over Christmas, I just took some time to really think about this whole thing. And, I decided that I needed something in my life for more than one reason. And so this company really checked all the boxes. And so I'm really grateful to be here. One thing I'll add is, I'm very I take what my supplements are very important to me, and I always focus on quality products. And so I'll just add that in January, when I first got going, I also flew down to Utah and met the owners, and all of corporate was there, and the formulators and developers of the products. And I could never begin to repeat what they say, but I heard it. I took it in and I thought, you know what, this is a godsend. Everybody needs these products in them. So basically, I've jumped in with both feet and I want to share this with the world. I'm so grateful and excited to be here.
Incredible. And Carmen, I know that you're also here for the business side of things. I'm saying this number off the top of my head, but I think your team has quickly grown in 60 days to about 160 or 70 people. And you're in this also to change your life financially.
You know what? Absolutely. And I'm the people that know me know that I'm all about freedom. I can't, I think I'm one of those people that are unemployable. So I like to be able to work from home or work from the beach or work from wherever I choose. So for me, I haven't really had an income for several years, actually, to be honest. I've been very creative. And so I desperately needed something. And so, looking at, yeah, that's another thing. When I was in Utah, Tim Sales was there, and he's kind of a guru in the industry of marketing, and from what I knew. And so when I watched his presentation down there, and he broke down, all these different health and wellness companies that are out there that we've all heard of, a lot of us have heard of. He broke down the compensation plans, and it made a lot of sense to me because, like, people I've been in this industry for a long time, and you either might have a really great product, or you're in it for the money, or you're in it for the product. You don't, everybody comes in for different reasons. For me, I feel like it checks every box. The financial opportunity with this company has blown my mind, like, absolutely. And the biggest thing for me, I guess, to say with that is, because I have been in this industry for a long time. In previous companies, I've got several people on my team that have joined me in this business that have been with me through a few other companies. And what their testimonials are is that all those companies combined, they've made more money with this company in the last 2 months than they've made with all those other companies combined. So when my team, when people I bring to a business are making money, getting their health in order, and life is changing, life is getting good. So from what I see, when you join this company, life just gets real good on many levels. So yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, and matter of fact, the young lady that was responsible for getting you started here, same story. I think she's made more money here than she has in ever. So, Christy, we see your physical transformation, but I think the financial transformation in your family's life there in Southern Alberta has been just kind of the same as Carmen's mentioning.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I started in the business kind of just like Carmen did. I saw a post for some incredible weight loss transformations. And then later that evening, I enrolled, and my entire life has changed. I was able to retire from my regular job on December 1st of 2024. And this is all I do, help people get healthy and wealthy. And I'm able to support my family like I never have before. And I'm feeling fantastic. As you can tell that I've dropped 40 pounds. I'm off my sleeping meds, my antidepressants, and my doctor has also decreased my thyroid meds 2 times. So I am beyond grateful for the products and for this business. We're living the life that I always dreamt of providing for my kids. My
Yeah, so
horse.
if you're watching this on video, you're just going to hear Carmen and Christy's team kind of tell the story of how this all works. And just so you'll know that the actual company that you're looking at is called Partner.co. It is a global company. We operate not only across all the provinces of Canada and the United States, but all over Europe, Australia, China, Japan, really South America, anywhere in the world you want to grow a business. So for literally 29.95 US dollars, you have a chance to 37.95 Canadian dollars. You have a chance to own your own business and build an asset of residual income for your family that is going to be willable, sellable, and trustable. And what PartnerCo does is we have over 100 products globally. They are some of the absolute best products that exist on planet Earth. They're doctor created. They have a ton of published clinical studies. Our top doctor actually wrote a book called What Your Doctor Doesn't Know About Nutrition That May Be Killing You, that sold 35 million copies, which leads us to the product that Carmen and Christy are so excited about. And we call it our Body Balance and Drops. Carmen, do you want to share how they work and how to take them?
How they work? Well, I know they make me feel good. How you take them is you just basically, I have mine by my bed, and I start in the morning, and as soon as I wake up, I take the Slender X, and I just put it under my tongue, leave it there for 30 seconds, get out of bed, start making my coffee. 10 minutes later, I take my Accelerate under my tongue, for 30 seconds. And then 30 minutes after that, I may have a bite to eat or I'll have my shake. And that's how you just do that 3 times a day. And how do
And
they
there's
make you? Yeah, I don't know how they work, to be honest. I just know they make me feel wonderful.
they're sublingually absorbed and they really bring the body into balance. We'll do a training on all the actual ingredients and what they're doing, but for tonight we're going to keep it very general. Just know that a lot of women, probably 40% of our base, do not even take it to lose weight. They take it because of the way it makes them feel. And you're going to hear a lot of those stories as we go through this. But if weight loss is a goal, it's going to come with a direction booklet and what we call an approved food list. You can Google it. It's called the Low Glycemic Food Index. It is just God's food. It's healthy foods. It's the foods we should be eating anyway. Lean meats, healthy fats, fibers, fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds. We've got all kind of cookbooks that you can get if you don't mind cooking. You can really have brownies and cookies with our recipes. But as I mentioned, a big base of our customers take these body balancing drops simply because of the balance it brings into their life. And a girl that y'all work with down in Costa Rica, I always hear her talk about it. And not only has Christy balanced herself hormonally with the drops, but literally she's built a global business now that has totally created financial independence for her and her husband. But one of your top leaders, Credwin, who I know works in the oil fields up in northern Alberta. I actually did a Zoom with her the other day with her hard hat on. It was neat seeing how this business can work, even when you're on the job site. But Credwin, tell us what about your journey.
Hi, Todd. Thank you so much for, oh shit. Thank you for that. Sorry, didn't mean to swear. I lost you there. So my journey actually, Todd, started with Carmen. She gave me a phone call and just said, it's a free sign up right now, Credwin. You need to join in. I had no idea what this was all about, but anyway, I decided to follow her and decided to try these products. My biggest conviction, Todd, if I could tell you, is with my one girlfriend, Brenda Bray. She's been fighting and weight loss for quite some time, and the biggest one for her was her high blood pressure. So, and she's been on the drops for about a month now, and she's lost 20 pounds and she's come off her blood pressure pills. So for me, that was a huge conviction. She was always at about 150 to 170 over 100 with her blood pressure. And it actually dropped down now to 117 or over 80. So she's doing absolutely amazing. And me knowing her for quite some time, it just blew me out of the water because I spent some time with her, and every day she'd wake up with headaches, and it broke my heart. But it makes me feel just amazing to know that I've got such a wonderful product that I can share, not with her, but with everybody that I love and care for. So.
And Jana, I think you're with us tonight. How have they worked for you?
Hi, everyone. Jana, yeah. You know what? I was really skeptical to try them in the beginning. I seen them on a Facebook post as well. And at that point in my life, I had pretty much tried everything, all the different diets, all the different, the fads that were out there, and nothing really worked for me. And so I seen these drops advertised and decided to give it a go. Like I said, I was super skeptical, so I intentionally didn't follow that approved foods list that you just put up there. I didn't follow it intentionally. I didn't add in any exercise. I didn't do anything different. I wanted to see if these drops actually worked on their own. And after 5 days, I noticed that I was sleeping more restfully. I was getting a full night's sleep and actually waking up before my alarm, which is, anyone who knows me, I am not a morning person. And so that was a big thing for me. I had noticed that my moods, my emotions were more balanced. I was able to, just focus more clearly. And after about 3 weeks, I noticed I had dropped 8 pounds, which again, that was huge for me because losing weight, I knew that my cortisol levels were through the roof, being in a super stressful work environment for quite a few years. And I didn't know how to balance them. And these drops, I didn't actually even realize that they were hormone balancing drops. I was surprised when I started learning more about them, all the other things that they do. And, you know, just looking and hearing all of the testimonials from people that I've now started on them. You know, I have some very close people in my life that are experiencing some just unbelievable results, things that you wouldn't expect. And, you know, I'm really excited about, you know, now getting on the plan and actually following some of the recommended foods lists and the exercise, adding all of that in to see where things can go. It's, you know, having a sense of hope again is really something. It's really great. And so just really excited to get these, you know, share and get them in the hands of as many people as possible. So thank you.
Incredible. You look amazing. And is this the Brenda that you were just speaking of, Credwin? Or I don't know if Brenda Bray's with us tonight. I know she's up there with you, Carmen. I'm thinking this is who Credwin just mentioned.
Yeah, this is who
Yeah.
Crevin's talking.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, Todd. That's my girlfriend Brenda, and you can see in her face like she's lost all that inflammation, the weight's down, she's feeling amazing. And it just blows me away of how well she's feeling. She's sleeping better at night. She just yeah, so that is my total conviction right there, Todd. Just how well she
Unbelievable.
feels. So
I'm buying extras because if I can make that big of a transformation, I'm gonna double up. That's crazy. Marlene, tell us about your story. Don't forget, you've got to unmute so you guys can see Marlene there. And they all sent me this today, so I've not met Marlene in person yet, but you can see she wrote a big summary to me. But sleeping better, no more cravings. Just started in January.
Hey, Todd. I actually met you in Utah with Carmen.
Oh, you're the one that come down. I know now. I just didn't recognize you from the. Okay, my bad. I'm so sorry, Marlene. I do know you.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so Carmen sent me a text with a little link and said, sign up. I didn't know it was free or whatever. I just went in and all of a sudden I was signed in, and that was how I started. She's done this to me before, and sometimes I jump, sometimes I don't. But this time, for some reason, I went, oh, okay, whatever she's up to here. It was right around Christmas time. And again, did it. And a few days later, she's like, hey, we should get on this webinar for that thing. Oh, yeah. So that was how we started. I'm very much like Jana. I didn't follow the approved foods list at all. I'm down about 8 pounds. Went just for a walk and my jeans were falling off. I had my cell phone in my back pocket, and you know, I'm like, oh, okay, there's something happening here. Like Jana, I really should get on the approved foods list and pay a bit more attention to what I'm doing. But we've been moving around, hardly been home for 2 months, and so I'm finding the clean eating part a little more difficult. Todd, you can probably relate. You're never home, I bet. But anyway, love the what I'm feeling, love what I see in other people, and just really happy to be here. And you know, I'm kind of a comp plan girl. That was really important to me. It's taken me a little bit to figure this out because it's kind of complex, but amazing compared to so many other businesses that I've seen, been in, whatever. Amazing products and amazing people. So it's kind of a great fit.
Totally life-changing comp plan for anybody that's willing to go out and build a business over the next few years. And Glenn, prove to us that it works for men too. You're going to see when Glenn gets unmuted here in a second. He even looks younger and smaller in person tonight. I could not believe it when I saw him.
Am I unmuted?
You got it.
All right. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that, you know, as a wheelchair user, it's really easy to put pounds on and it's really hard to take them off. And since I've been on the drops, I've lost over 25 pounds. Inflammation has left my body. You can see that in the 2 pictures there. I'm sleeping at night like I haven't in many, many, many years. I feel good. I've got good energy. Don't have the cravings as often. Yeah, it's just been amazing. I'm just so glad these drops have found their way into my life because it was getting out of control there.
Well, you
So
look fabulous, and don't blame men, but in our clinical study that was done on the drops, men did lose 3/4 a pound a day, women lost a 1/2 pound a day, but we've seen bigger men lose as much as 2 pounds a day. We've got a couple of gentlemen that lost several gentlemen that lost 100 pounds in 90 days. So Glenn, you just
Oh,
look
that's nice. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Christy, this is your brother-in-law, so you can share Kevin's story, but his picture's phenomenal.
Yeah, Kevin, like the transformation with him, he started, I guess, back end of July, and he dropped 15 pounds just instantly. It was within, I think, his first 7 or 8 days, and he's been able to maintain that. And I just saw him not that long ago. I think it was just before Christmas, and he looks 10 to 15 years younger. And he's also in the business and doing absolutely fantastic, has a huge team under him.
And then Risha, another Canadian that is building an absolute empire financially, just completely changing her life. Mary, I saw you popped on with us. Why don't you share in person? I know your husband also works in the northern Alberta oil fields, and your goal is to bring him home.
That's the goal for sure, Todd. These drops, they are absolutely freaking incredible. I feel 20 years younger. I'm off all of my medications, including my thyroid. I don't have any more pain, and my energy is through the roof. And as you can read in the picture, I'm less bitchy. I
So,
feel incredible.
So we were traveling with Mary across southern Alberta a couple of months back, and she said that from the front of the room. So I added that to the screen. Carrie is the sister of Christy, and then Sharon, you're with us tonight. And Sharon, go ahead.
I
Sharon.
am here. Yeah. Hi. I started the drops. Well, I put it this way. I joined in December because I saw Marlene and Carmen on company, and I actually had done the drops before. I didn't stick with it well enough. Life got in the way, but made its way back to me. I've lost 15 pounds probably in about 6 weeks. I'm happier, less bitchy, as Mary would say. I have more energy. I don't crave sugar as much anymore. And I'm just really grateful that I have a really good team, a leader like you here, Todd, to help us. And yeah, I'm just very happy and grateful to be here.
And I see you're holding our newest product, which is a great combination with those drops. It's a thermogenic that raises metabolism, and it really just shuts off your appetite. Bob Budd, also up there in Western Canada, him and his wife, Lynn, you can see their physical transformation, but his income is just skyrocketed. I think Bob said this morning he already has close to 600 people on his team. And then Roxy, you're with us tonight.
I am with you tonight.
Tell us about it.
So last summer, I had been struggling with my life. My organs were not functioning properly. And when I came out of the hospital, of course, through all the stress and all of that, I had gained weight after being so sick and not eating so much. You know, how does one gain weight if you're not eating? But of course, my luck, I did. And I had mentioned to Carmen one day, I got to find something to lose weight. And then December come along. She said, I've been watching. I'll let you know. Don't worry about it. So I trusted Carmen. I always trust Carmen. And she came along in December and she said, look at that company that I was telling you about. I said, yeah. She said, it's free to sign up tonight. So get on it. You got until 8 o'clock type thing. So I got on it because again, like I say, I trusted her. And I didn't start the drops until January 22nd. And since then, I did run out of the drops. My refill package was sitting here in Alberta as I was in BC at the time, and I couldn't get back right away. And what I had noticed is that my organs didn't like not being on the drops. My energy levels had come down. The mood swings had come back. And again, I wasn't gaining weight. Fair enough, I was, but in a different way than fat. And then when I got back on the drops, it was absolutely night and day to what I was doing. And my body just absolutely loves them. I don't have to take naps to get myself through the day. And of course, I'm still struggling with dehydration problems, but that's okay. You know, the drops have helped me lose weight. As you can see in my pictures, I'm down 17 pounds and I feel great. Absolutely awesome. And I'm very, very thankful for Carmen introducing them to me.
I was blown away when I got your pictures earlier today. And Carol's the same way. You can see her face also, kind of like yours. You can just see the inflammation come out. Sarah is there in Southern Alberta with Christy, and her transformation just is boggling to the mind. Janelle, I'm not sure if Janelle's with us tonight or not. Is she, Carmen? I cannot remember. Debbie Kuntz up there in Canada, and then this couple also, you can see the hockey shirt on, and but their transformation is mind-boggling. All these Canadians, and Joy Peterson in Southern Alberta. And I will just briefly mention, you saw it in a picture just a second ago, but we've just launched our newest product. I always tell people, as good as the body balance and drops are, there's at least a dozen other products equally as good, and in some cases better if weight loss is not a goal, for inflammation, for energy, for cellular nutrition, for raising HGH. We really have the highest quality products that exist on planet Earth. But when you combine this new advantage with the drops, it is a game changer. So if you're here tonight, you're welcome as a guest just to get the product from whoever brought you here. But we'd love for you to join the team. And Carmen, I think you're better at this than I am, because everybody just said, you just said sign up. I'm not that good. So why don't you, I've got the 3 slides here of how to get started. Why don't you share real quick how you get everybody started?
Well, one thing for sure, I don't use slides. I just let everybody know, why would I sign up? Why would I enroll as a member? Because you know why? You get the products for 30% off. You're going to want to stay on them. I already have that conviction. I know that you're going to want to stay on them, and there's no obligation to. If they end up not working for you, then just stop buying them and don't worry about it. But we also have so many other products. So I just feel that for what I know, everybody needs them. So when I talk to people, it's like, why would you buy one box for retail for $200 or whatever it is? And then when you can just enroll for $42.50, it costs here in Canada, all in, one-time fee. And then you can get a 4-pack and 1 box is free. Well, you're set for a couple months. And if you sell a couple boxes, you can make two $400 or even $600. So to me, it's a no-brainer. Like, why wouldn't you just join and enroll and become a member and be a part of something amazing that's going to change your life?
Yeah, and we have a position called Ultimate that puts you in at what we call our top pay at 30%. It's a bit cumbersome. I always say that, being in the United States, it's not as easy in Canada until May. You guys will get a lot of game-changing information in May, but in the meantime, Carl and Christy, you're the one that created, you and Chris and Joni Budd created the Canadian boards. Why don't you share real quick the system that y'all use to sell these drops that makes everything so easy?
Yeah. So as you could hear earlier, most of the people see a post, right, on Facebook. And so we have what you call a system of growth, or an SOG. And we use an app called The Boards. And we will give you, along with that $37 that you spend, everything that you need to launch your business. So we will give you real people, real result testimonials, just like you've seen here today. And we teach you how to post them at 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. And then we follow up with pre-made text scripts. So you don't even need to know anything about the product or the business. All the scripts there are on your keyboard, just at a click of a button. And it sends that to your customer, along with other PDFs, videos, everything that you need is there. And I know for a fact that it works, because I sold 30 boxes using this system in the first 12 days. And I just had a brand new brand partner do it in 6 days following this system. I don't know anywhere else where you can pocket about $2,100 in your first week in the business.
Yeah, and Carmen, I know you were a bit reluctant to it. You're a great team builder, which is what we all ultimately want to do. We all want to build a team of what I like to call it virtual nutrition stores around the world selling these products that you get an override commission on. That's where you build your residual income. But Carmen, you do it both ways. You reach out to a lot of people, as I've learned tonight, and you just tell them to sign up. I'm gonna pick up. I've learned a lot tonight from you. I'm gonna start using that trick. But a lot of times people do buy these drops and then they convert over to a brand partner to get them at a discount the next time and maybe sell and get them for free or even make money. So, Carmen, I think your team has grown now to about 200. And then Christy, I think your team is approaching 700 out there.
We're at 800.
800. That's mind boggling because you were only at 500 when we were up there just a couple of months ago.
I know, right? Yeah.
That's it right there. The power of duplication, right?
Yeah.
We have a system of growth that anybody from anywhere can use, and it's just a system that absolutely is proven that works. So if you can just sit back and go on your Facebook and share, copy paste a photo, and then tap a thing that puts up the whatever the the testimony is that goes with that photo, and then click post. That's it, and then people start inquiring. I know when I first joined, or when I first did my first post was January 3rd. If you don't know how to work boards, just share a post and you'll figure it out. I had my inbox blew up with people inquiring. And you know what? That's one thing about this company, I've reached out to a few people now just because I know, if I want to make sure they know what I'm doing. But for the most part, my friends, the people that have shared tonight, obviously they're my people. So I'm like, we got, have a look at this with me. We usually decide on stuff together, that's what I like. I like everybody's input. And so, here we all are. I just have to say, when I see people just sharing these posts, when I first did my first post, I don't know how many messages came into my inbox. I don't think I was breathing for about 4 hours because I'm like, how do I do this? And I'm like, how much are they? I didn't know anything. But you know what? I found this area where there was a response to every question that was asked. How much are they? Oh, right here. How much are they? It says. Click, copy, paste. I couldn't believe it. And I thought, wow, this is brilliant. And that's when these types of companies with the power of duplication to have something that actually works, it's inevitable. You're going to duplicate, you're going to build a team, and you're going to make money because, first of all, we've got two great things. The financial end of this, we pay top pay for sure in this entire industry. Plus, we've got the best products that will absolutely change your life. So we've got everything. And the best leadership.
So if you've watched this on video, just get back with whoever sent this to you. They will help you get started. And sir, if you want to, you can stop the recording for us here. Thank you.